Today in Total War Warhammer 3, we're going to be taking a look at the top 5 hardest campaigns in the game. Coming in at number 5 is Festus the Leech Lord. And his faction effects are okay. You have vassals gaining poison attacks and spreading Nurgle corruption. He can brew plagues. Souls plus 25 when plagues are spread. Plague durations plus 3 turns when he's in the same province. And he has a battle healing cap of plus 25%. However, the real problem for this campaign is where you are located. This is because you are located in the Empire. And the entirety of the Empire absolutely hates you. Negative 165, negative 120, negative 120, negative 120, another negative 120. The Wood Elves hate me. The only possible allies that I even get are going to be the Greenskins and then the Norskins. And of course, they will like me. However, there are factions that really hate me between me and them, which that's just what makes this campaign so difficult. It's not the faction effects. Festus is actually a decent lord. He's got his gifts of chaos, he can brew his plagues. The real problem comes down to the fact that you are in the Empire, and the entirety of the Empire hates you. Coming at number 4 is Réponse de Léonesse. And similar to the last faction, she has some decent faction effects. Control plus 3 all provinces, upkeep minus 50% for embedded heroes, melee defense plus 8 for questing knights. However, we have diplomatic relations minus 80 with vampire counts, vampire coast, and tomb kings. And those diplomatic penalties are a major problem, considering that you are surrounded by tomb kings, vampire counts, and vampire coast. There are a lot of factions that do not like you, and there are some powerful factions that do not like you. Sartosa, sure, they're not the strongest, but they can still harass you. However, since you're starting out right next to the followers of Nagash, you're going to have a very tough fight ahead of you, because if you don't beat the followers of Nagash very early on, you're going to get absolutely stomped. And then once you make it to the Badlands, you have stuff like Savage Orcs, you have Queek, and you also have Scarbrand, which will make your campaign even more difficult. Coming in at number 3 is Marcus Wolfhart. And seriously, what are these faction effects? Limited roster, only basic units are immediately recruitable. Reinforcements from the Empire bring powerful units to bolster your armies. Hostile actions will result in retaliation from local factions, will also empower your own armies. Lord recruitment rank plus 3 for Huntsman Generals, and diplomatic relations minus 40 with Lizardmen. So, inside of the actual campaign, we start at war with some Skaven. Now, the Skaven aren't particularly difficult. They're pretty easy to beat. And we do have one potential ally, Jan Bo, the Jade Dragon. And this is absolutely wonderful, because he is going to be our only ally. Pretty much everyone else, except for the New World colonies, and let's face it, they're going to get stomped, absolutely hate us. And what makes the entire situation worse is that as you go on, of course you will be able to get more powerful units. Here's the problem. The more powerful units you get, the more the Lizardmen hate you. And Lustria is full of Lizardmen. Sure, you have some Bretonnians, you have some Dwarves, and some Dark Elves, but the majority of Lustria are Lizardmen. And you're on the same continent as the most powerful Cathayan faction, Rakarth, who's the strongest of the Dark Elves, and Itza, who is the strongest of the Lizardmen. This is just one of those situations that's not going to end well for you as the player. Coming in at number 2 is Nakai the Wanderer. His faction effects are that he is a horde, he gives all of his settlements that he conquers to a vassal, and he has Lord recruitment rank plus 3 for Kroxagor Ancients. The problem with Nakai, though, is that he is a horde faction, and has to give all of his conquered settlements to a vassal. Since whenever you defeat a settlement, your options are to either raise it, or gift it to Quetzal, Itzel, or Zolanka, if I'm saying that correctly. And whoever you gift it to decides on what benefits you can get from Temples of the Old Ones. And the Temples of the Old Ones mechanic isn't a bad idea. Actually, I very much like the idea behind it. You get some fun bonuses, such as the ability to create a storm, or insane buffs to your monstrous units, or buffs to your infantry. You can spend your Old One's favor in order to get blessed units. So this is a very good system. The problem comes down to the fact that your vassal does absolutely nothing. They will not create lords. They will not go out and fight. They will do literally nothing. And you cannot take any settlements for yourself. Another massive problem is that Nakai has a lord capacity. And in order to increase his lord capacity, you have to build the rotating disc of Quetzal, which increases your army capacity plus 1, then plus 2, and then plus 3. So you're only going to be able to have 4 armies, because you have plus 3 and then Nakai, which really limits your military strength. And to make the entire situation even worse, since you are a horde faction, if Nakai the Wanderer's army gets wiped out, you lose the campaign. And coming in at number 1 is Tretch Craventail of Clan Rictus. You have Scurry Away. Gives a minor ward save. Yeah, damage resistance plus 10%. Awesome. Gain following for 3 turns after declaring war. Ambush success chance plus 25% for all armies. Vanguard deployment all units. Menace below +1 all armies. Enemy reinforcement time plus 50%. Attribute Encourage for Storm Vermin units. Additional +1 armor and base weapon damage per unit. Experience rank for all clan rats and storm vermin. Okay, they're not particularly good, but I'll take it, I guess. But what makes the entire situation even worse is where you are located. You start out at war with some greenskins, and that's not particularly a problem. They're easy enough to defeat. The problem is who all else is around you. Right next to your borders, you have the overlords of Zarduk. They have 3 settlements, and they are Chaos Dwarves, which makes them an absolute pain in the neck to fight. Right next to you, there are some more greenskins who might want to be your ally, and then you have dwarves. However, they're kind of beneath you. That's not really a problem. Except if you go up, there's more dwarves above you. There are more chaos dwarves next to you. Imric is around here somewhere. This is just a horrible starting location for a horrible lord with horrible faction effects. Even Tretch Craventail's stats are utterly abysmal. And that's even by Skaven standards. You have this amazing building called the Rictus Great Clan Hall with amazing bonuses to income, food, recruitment cost, recruitment rank, attributes for storm vermin, tradable resources produced, and income from trade tariffs. But still, you are in a horrible location with a bunch of factions nearby that are going to hate you. You have dwarves, you have chaos dwarves. It's an absolute disaster, and I rarely see Tretch Craventail last past probably turn 20 when the AI are playing as him. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If did, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe for more content like this. Also, go check out my Discord server as well as my Patreon. Links to both those in the description below. Also, leave any comments you have for future video ideas in the comment section down below. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and hope you enjoy the rest of your day.